I just finished a 2-pound bag. That's 32 ounces, 907 grams of Bob's Red Mill old-fashioned whole grain rolled oats. Do you know what I've been through? I finished it. It's empty.
Here are 5 ways to eat more oats that isn't oatmeal. First is granola. I actually make my own homemade granola because it's way more affordable. Plus I can pack my favorite fiber boosting ingredients in there like chia seed and hemp seed, but you can make it however you like it. Okay, let's go make some granola. Okay, first of all, this is not a recipe, it's a formula, so you can make it your own. But I start with 4 cups of rolled oats. Well, shoot, I only have 3 cups. So I'm going to make a 3/4 batch and just do some math. I normally start with 4 cups of rolled oats and add 3 cups of nuts and seeds. 3 times 3/4 is 9/4, so 2 1/4. This is a measure with your heart thing. That's sesame seeds, but I recommend at least half of your mix-ins being small seeds. That's chia, and that is hemp seed. Also adding some sunflower seed and pumpkin seed. One of the best food sources of magnesium, best food sources of vitamin E, boosts the protein, omega-3 fats and fiber, lots of minerals. Then I add a cup of a liquid sugar. Honey makes bigger clumps, maple syrup makes no clumps. So today I'm gonna do half and half. And I guess I'm only using 3/4 of a cup. I live here now. Oh, I actually do live here. Now, especially if you're using honey, you want to heat this up a little bit so that it's easier to mix in with the oats and mix-ins. And then I add about 1/4 cup of a neutral oil. This is avocado oil. Preheat your oven to 350. I forgot to do that. This is where if you like cinnamon or nutmeg or any of those like warm spices, you could add them. I'm adding a little bit of vanilla powder, maybe half a teaspoon, and then you just mix it all together. And if you like less nuts and seeds or more nuts and seeds or more bigger nuts like walnuts and pecans, the variations are endless. I spread it out over 2 baking sheets and then into the oven, which I forgot to move the rack. And it's not even done preheating yet. And I have 2 seeds stuck in my teeth. And then this goes into the oven for 25 to 30 minutes, but I stir it after 10 minutes and then every 5 minutes until it's golden brown and perfect. I'll show you. So after 10 minutes, I give it all a stir and then reflatten it out. Rotate the pans and put it back in the oven, this time for 5 minutes. 5 more minutes. I think it cooks a little bit faster with honey and a little bit slower with maple syrup. So at this phase, now you keep an eye on it. So put it back in for 5 more minutes. After 5 more minutes, and that looks done to me. So at this point, I transfer to a bowl. And if you like dried fruit in your granola, now is the time to add it. Raisins, dried apple, dried pineapple, dried papaya, dried mango, 1 to 2 cups, depending on your preference. And now I stir this every once in a while for the next hour or 2 while it cools to release any steam and break up any clumps that are bigger than what I want. And then when it's completely cool, I move it into a tin and store it on the countertop for up to a couple of weeks. Depending on exactly what mix-ins you add and how much dried fruit, 1 batch makes about 15 servings. Taste test. Yeah, it's good. And about 1/4 of the price of similar granolas in the store.